Hello, this is Keith Sendler, founder of PeopleMovers, and we're going to talk about how to create your boards. So you've created an account, you've got your profile looking nice and professional, so now you want to go ahead and start creating bulletin boards, or as we just call them, boards. And these are places where you can create posts, and just like a regular bulletin board that you'd see at your home or office, post things to them. So anyway, here's what you do. We give you this basic board called Interesting Stuff if you're an individual or a family. If not, if you're an organization, it'll be called News and Information. But let's go ahead and take a look at this. So Interesting Stuff. And if you wanted to change that name, you could. So I could say Interesting Stuff I Like. And if you want to add a tagline, you can do that right there. We're going to skip over board details and key contacts right now. I recommend that you always let other people submit posts to your board. You'll get a notification. And if it's a good stuff, then you can go ahead and approve it. If you don't like it, you don't have to accept it. But you have two options. Only me and other administrators can post on it, or approve posts by others. Let's just update that board. Notice how it's now Interesting Stuff I Like. You'll also notice that when people click on that, it takes you to a different page just for that board. And I can even customize the image there. So let's say I want to have a special image for that. So we're going to go back. And let's just say I want to have a picture. Try to make it representative. I mean, these are kind of like pictures or like web pages. I'm just going to use this for now. Now, notice I can lock the board cover image, yes or no. Okay, watch what happens. I'm going to say yes, and then I'm going to save these changes. Okay, so now you see that I have this background image. Now, if I was to go to the main profile page, you see this little image for the board. It actually uses the image there, and that'll stay there. So let's say I wanted to have a bunch of different boards, and I really wanted them to kind of be like just unique web pages. I can go ahead and I can just use this locked feature. If I want to change that, you just click over here, and I could say no. All right, now if I say no, what's going to happen is every time somebody posts, it's going to start building a collage effect. So let me go to somebody else's page and see how that looks. We're on my John Test page right now, but let's go to Keith White's profile. Awesome guy. And notice how every time he posts something, it's creating kind of these little tiles, and that's more interesting. That way people can kind of see a little bit about what's happening in your board. Okay, I hope you get that concept. Things are really easy to mess around or to play around with here, so if you make a mistake, you can always change it. If you want to create a new board, you just click there. And okay, so we have Interesting Stuff I Like, and here I'm going to create a board for my favorite people. And so every time I see an article, the folks I think are awesome in this world. And I'm going to create that board. And let's go ahead and change that image. Now see, actually that last image I used would have been really appropriate for that. But let's use this image right here. And there's some awesome people that I like. I'm just going to save that. Yeah, there you go. Now, if I was a company, I could create boards for various topics that our company or our nonprofit is focused on. So these are, ways to collect. If I'm a governmental agency, I might have different divisions or focuses, and so I could, again, just use these boards to act as categories or topics for things that we are interested in or things that we're working on, um, so that when the public wants to or my audiences want to engage, they know where to go. Okay, that's a lot of information. I hope that helps, and we will talk about how to create secondary profiles next.